Over time, more and more organizations started to move their servers and actually have their production systems running out of a cloud environment, so running out of a data center that is not within their internal control when it comes to that underlying infrastructure, that platform. So as of the beginning of 2024, we find that about 55% of companies continue to run some form of prem-based infrastructure, and the remaining 45% are split between public cloud, so doing their IaaS, their server hosting out of the hyperscalers like Microsoft Azure, Amazon Web Services, Google Cloud, some other providers that are out there in that space as well, or hosting via a private cloud provider. So, an organization like an Evolve IP that maintains their own data centers where they can host those customer workloads and provide additional layered services on top of it. So, for those 55%, right, there is likely some reason that they're continuing to feel like they have to run their infrastructure in house. And very often that comes down to this idea of control, right? Folks like to um, wrap their arms around the physical systems and know that they can feel that they can better maintain control of those devices by managing it themselves. And more and more organizations are really starting to gravitate away from that model and into the cloud, right? Understanding they can still have the same level of control of the virtual infrastructure that supports their systems, still have the same level of control within the operating system of their hosted systems, and still do all of the system administration to the extent that they want, right? As much or as little as they want, because it becomes much easier to bolster on things like managed services into a cloud hosted IaaS environment than it is to layer those managed services into your prem, where someone also then has to go and actually physically maintain those underlying servers, that underlying storage, the local network that supports all of it, and likely where organizations have some form of a hardware refresh cycle for how often they have to replace those servers, replace that storage, replace their SAN. And unfortunately, these aren't inexpensive technologies, right? So things like server costs, support agreements for maintaining those physical servers, storage costs, especially, right? The ability to quickly and easily implement a SAN into a data center is a very pricey endeavor for most organizations.